Hello everyone, this is Rasmus Madsen, and today I'm going to talk about what things may or may not come back from the ban list and the ban list as a whole. I mean, this is always the discussed topic at the start of each season, and I mean, people always talk about what they should do, what should be on the list, what shouldn't be on the list. So I'm going to give you my take on the list. I covered it kind of yesterday, but I'm going to say what I think should be on the list right now, and hopefully you'll enjoy, or you'll say nah and say something completely different. But there's only two cards I think that should be banned, and I only have one of them, and one of them is Return from a Different Dimension. Pay half your life points, build summon as many remove from play monsters, and then remove them from play at the end of the turn. I mean, if they are gonna hit E-Drags, this should definitely be something, because it gives you so many cards, and it's a pretty rad card because you use it in E-Drags and you get like 5 E-Dragons and Exceed and Synchro and whatever. And I think this is a pretty good idea on what they should ban. Also, the other card I don't have is Sixth Sense, but I kind of see where they're going. I mean, you can get pluses, however, it is chance. So it is possible that, I mean, it's not really that, if they are gonna get rid of dragons anyway, people have been talking about that maybe it shouldn't be banned. I mean, the only decks I think that can use them is Lightsworn could use them, I guess. But I don't know. I think the jury was still up on that one. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the cards I think that should be limited. Yeah. But first, let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, when Konami made 4 cards in the Lord of Tachyon Galaxy set, they thought this is going to be fire. And that was when the game wasn't in the shallow water. However, it was groundbreaking, and it blew away the format. Oh my god, I'm so funny. I'm talking about the E-Dragons, of course. God. Yeah. But I mean, you know what the problem is with these cards. I mean, people are talking like semi-limit them so you can still use them in decks, or limit them. But then, I mean, like, I'm kinda on the fence. I think that they should semi-limit them, because then you can still use them. But then again, maybe E-Drags wouldn't be hit that hard, also with the return removed. However, I still think that limiting them that's gonna kill them for sure. And semi-limit him, well, I don't know. I mean, that's up to Konami, I guess, what they want. If they want some of the E-Drags to sell a little, I guess, afterwards. Ouch. Also, the next cards, there's been talk about Abysslander getting limited to 1. I haven't actually seen any Mermail players since the new list, so I don't know, but if that was Konami 1, then that's what they want. Also, with the new Armardis, the new synchro from Judgment of Light, I don't see that happen, but I guess it could happen. Also, people have been complaining about 2 things in general. They've been complaining about Constellar and Yugioh Ban. So they are going to limit the 2. Well, I think they're going to limit the 2 main summon monsters in the deck, with Constellar Zombre and Evil Swarm Karakian. Both cards let remove either Evil Swarm, or this case a Constellar. Add 1 Constellar from your hand, and then you can normal summon next turn. Time this turn, and that's pretty hefty. I play Evil Swarm. I play Constellar, Constellar, and they're both pretty good. So I actually think it's at least limit them. Also, people have been talking about Sengan, since, I mean, I wouldn't mind that it was back, because then I could use Tour Guide again with Sengan. But I don't know, I think that's pretty far risk. There's not a huge chance of this coming back, but we'll see. Also, people have been complaining about Bujin. However, I haven't actually seen any huge tournament where it topped. So, I mean, if they should ban something from Bushin, then limit Yamato or Crane, because they're pretty red cards in this deck. That was that for the monsters. Sorry, just need to check something. But that was the monster part of this, and of course, this is just predictions. So if you don't agree with me, you're welcome to like write comments about it. I mean, last time there were comments about it, so I guess that if you want to say something, please say it. I would gladly listen. But also for the spell cards, they have been complaining about Fire Formation Tinky. Semi-eliminating it didn't help at all, actually. So they are thinking about limiting it, because it's a pretty good card and it gets many players. The Fire Fist or the Bushin support. This is actually also a good way to hit Bushin indirect. And then there is Rekindling. I mean, this is the outlet to shooting Quasar Dragon. I don't play in the... we don't have a Quasar in Denmark yet, but I have heard so many people complain about this, so yeah, that may be true. So if they want to limit it, that would be a good time. Although I would hope they won't, because then synchro support would be kinda dead. Also, Vanity's Emptiness. Use this in a Key Beetle combo, then your opponent can special summon, and they have to destroy your Key Beetle, but with a save zone, that's pretty impossible. It's not impossible, but it's going to be very hard. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna limit Vanity's Emptiness, but I guess it could be in the future. And of course, Ophion. People have been talking about this. Is also one of the red cards in a Evil Swarm. Ophion like prevents you from special summon level 5 or higher monsters, and detached material will get an infestation. I mean, since they are going maybe to get rid of some of the Evil Swarm, then this maybe also be a good idea. So I'm not sure, but I think it's a possibility that they get Ophion down to 1. Although that would be a really rad hit and a hard hit on them. And also people have been talking about Trishula. I mean, if they want to reintroduce synchro play, then yeah, why not, right? Also people have been talking about Goyo Guardian getting to 1. I don't know, they said that last list. However, that didn't happen, so no, I guess not. Well, let's take the semi-limited. Rescue Rabbit. I mean, not to say anything else, but there's not really that many decks that played Rescue Rabbit at 1. So Dino Rabbits are pretty dead. Maybe they would bring it back, I'm not sure, but I'll be glad because I like this card a lot. Look at it, it's a bunny. Can't complain about a bunny. It got a hat and swim glasses and a mobile phone, which is probably used to Snapchat. What? Okay. Kier Sorcerer. People have been talking about giving some of the Kier deck some support back, since that they got the mini versions of the Chaos Dragons. I mean, yeah, I think they deserve it, because I remember the time when Chaos Dragon was like, oh my god, you're playing Chaos Dragon, you're annoying. And I mean, like, yeah, but that was back then, but now it's not really that big of a deal. So if they want to get them Chaos Sorcerer back, then that's a great idea. So Thunder King Ryo, it's Antimate card. I mean, there wasn't that many who played it at 1, but I mean, like, its ability, neither player can cast from the deck except by drawing them, and during either player's turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster, negate it by tributing this. I mean, they have the new trap card Mistake, which is actually pretty good at doing this, and the special summoning effect is like using Black Horn of Heaven. And I mean, like, I like Thunder King, so I wouldn't mind if we were back at 2. But yeah, I mean, I would be glad if they went back to do that. But that's what they decide to do with it. And now for the spell Reinforcement, which I think is pretty funny since they're talking about limiting Tenki. But I mean, there's not really that many warrior decks. 6 Samurais, not that viable anymore with the gates out of the way, but Battling Box is still here, I guess. But I mean, yeah, what do you know? Allure to 2. I don't know. I wouldn't be sad if this happened because I like playing Blackwing and Allure is a pretty good draw card. But I don't know. That's what they do, I guess. Burial to 2. I mean, I don't actually remember which deck used to play this, except I used it one in my Lightsworn because it was good. But sure. And also Sacred Sword to 2. I mean, if E-Dragons is gonna get dead anyway, then 2 is probably a good number, and then you can use it still with Mega Phantom Beast, which can summon those monsters who are level 7. Or Machina can use it with Machina Gear Fortress, but that's not something I would recommend. Also, Dimensional Fissure. I mean, okay, I guess it's fine. Get some remove back, since last one is going to get better, and some of them talking about Book of Moon to 2, which I don't complain about. So please do it. Thank you. Love it. And for the next cards, this is Traps. Macrocosmos. Get some move back. Compulse. I know they're talking about bringing some stables back, including Bottomless. They took a really rad beating with removing both of these down to 1. So I don't know. Maybe. And also Eradicator Pandemic Virus. I don't remember how many used this when it was a 1. However, I mean, Dark decks could use some more support, and I mean, I remember like Spellbooks using a lot of spells, but now since that's pretty much over with the Thunder King and the new Mistake card, then yeah, I don't know. I don't think this would be viable. And also for the Unlimited, it's Mizuki and Mystical Stone Excavation. Zombies, I don't know, haven't seen that many play them, so I guess it'll be cool. And Magical Stone Excavation. I don't even know how to play this except Exodia FDK, but they don't have this anymore. They can be used since Super Rejuvenation is gone. Also some of the other cards, Advanced Ritual Art, reveal one ritual monster in your hand and then send a normal monster from your deck to the graveyard to special summon it. I don't know. There's not many that used it. And TD Striker, it's a good tuner, but then again, who uses it? And also, while we're at it, let's talk about Lightning, Stream, Spark, and Reactant to the Dragon Ruler cards. I mean, they aren't seen play anymore, so I since they're gonna limit them, I guess that's since they're gonna limit them, then this is pretty much useless. They won't need to have them on the list. Also, oh, I totally forgot about those 2 cards. This is something that someone in the Yu-Gi-Oh community has been talking a lot about. Just a sec. Let's see if I can find it. Sorry, so professional.